How to ramp up your mileage without getting injured? I'm reporting on my preparation to the 2022 Paris Marathon. Spoiler alert, I'm working with a fantastic coach, Steve Palladino. This video contains chapters, so you can jump to any part you're more interested in. The status of the overall training, this week's training schedules presentation, or to go outdoors for the actual sessions with the essential workout performed midweek in order to support Sunday's long run. So let's start by reviewing where the training is at. Last week we ramped up some more. We can see on the ATL over CTL ramp rate chart that we are now reaching the reference value of 1.3. I had residual soreness in my ankle after last Sunday's 22km long run. Even though a 22km with 30 minutes of marathon power is well within what I accomplished before, since my previous training block culminated with a 35km long run with 1 hour of marathon power tempo. But as we can see, last Sunday long run hit 324% of CTL, which is a decent value. About all of my long run in my last training block were within 300 and 315% of CTL. Therefore, last Sunday was a pretty decent session. On top of that, there was no equivalent session in the recent training weeks, hence, a ankle soreness is not so surprising. The goal is now to ensure proper recovery. I find quite interesting to be able to pinpoint what probably explains how I respond to the training stimulus. A superficial review of the workout saying, hey, okay, it's 22km, but I'm used to that, would miss some important aspects of the flow that is a training block leading to a marathon. Coach Palladino mentioned that the 22km long run feeling really good is a sign that I am actually getting out of the COVID situation. So now it's time for a final stretch of the training. We are 5 weeks to the marathon, which means 4 long runs remaining before 2 weeks of taper. Let's start with an easy run on a hot week. We are Tuesday. Today is an easy 8km run. I'm feeling good after the awesome long run on Sunday. I do have a bit of a residual soreness in my ankles, but luckily they are easy running days. This week includes 74 kilometers or 45 miles. After the rest on Monday, Tuesday will be an easy run of 8 kilometers, so 2 more kilometers compared to last week. Wednesday will be the traditional Fartlek with 4 times 1 minute at CP. And on Thursday, back to Supra threshold with 4 times 5 minute 30 at 102 to 105% of CP for a total of 16 kilometers or 10 miles. I performed the exact same session before getting COVID, and it was a hard one. If you didn't see it, it's video number 6. The second part of the week, which will be covered in the next video, includes the same easy 8km run and Fartlek to hit a 26km or 16 miles long run with 35 minutes of marathon power. This is a plus 4 kilometers on the long run and plus 5 minutes on the marathon power segment. So that's 8k, 8 kilometers, easy. Average power is 251, I believe. It's gonna be just above 70%. Hi, we are Wednesday and it's Fartlek day. Today I will run with my endorphin shift, which are certainly not necessarily easy run shoes and not shoes that are appropriate for going into any kind of speed, but they are the best shoe that I have right now to protect my ankles, which by the way are already feeling much better today, so probably no reason to worry here. Alright, 4 reps on a fairly hot Wednesday. Went well, but everything fine, and notably the ankles. So I'll see you tomorrow for the workout. So we are Thursday and it's a Supra threshold day with for time 5.5 minutes. So it's midday and 31 degrees Celsius and 60% of humidity. So needless to say, I adjusted my CP, which is now 4.5% lower, which is about 15 watts. So my new target is 332 to 342 watts. I won't hit the same pace, but the training stimulus should be there. I did the exact same session before getting COVID. You can check it right there. I believe it's video 6. And it was hard. Let's see today, 12 minute easy run, twice, 1 minute at CP, and then 2 minutes rest. And then here we go for the repetition. I just finished the 2 repetition at CP, a few minutes of rest, and here we go for the reps. Okay, last rep, c'est parti. First rep, solid but manageable effort so far. Second rep, second rep, 15 seconds in the rest. Hard, still manageable. Third rep, oh, it's hot. Phew. I think I might have just did it. We'll see the data for the third rep. Alright, we're cooking here. Let's go for the fourth rep. Go. 4 rep. 20 seconds the rest. I'm probably under 1 watt if the weather conditions are confirmed. I'll measure again because the temperature changes really quick here in the morning, and just for the mental or satisfaction, if I am in the target given the full weather condition, I'd rather know. But that was definitely hard. Right now I'm cooking, or I'm being cooked. The thing is that when you rest, when you walk, independently of the temperature, you're still being cooked. I don't know how much that influences. I hop in the trail hoping for a bit of shadow, but nope, that didn't really work. Clouds. I got this guy here. Gonna give me a hand. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. And that's it for our 16K. 10 miles. That was a good one for sure. I know I'm really close if I'm not hitting all the targets. And I am indeed. Here is the graph of the power in orange for the whole workout. The targeted zone between 332 and 341 watts is in green. The air power as a percentage of the total power is in turquoise. Each rep gets less constant as I get tired. I increasingly start more conservatively to then ramp up and dipped a bit more than I intended in a rep 4. Here are the average values per segment. The session starts with a rep 1 and ends with a rep 4. Overall, those values are pretty stable across repetitions. We can notice though that rep 3 is the lowest average power, not by much admittedly, but has also the lowest air power. So there are a few considerations. The weather, it's hot and direct sunlight is something of its own on top of the temperature, and when there is a cloud it does make a difference. It's very welcome. I had that on the cool down part for say maybe a third of the 30 minutes. I had water with me, just a bit of water in my belt around my waist. It didn't bother me at all, so that was a good move. I'm glad I did. I didn't take those electrolyte caps. I did take a gel, but I think the electrolyte caps, I usually take them no matter what. Also, even though I didn't run at my nominal critical power, hence I ran a bit slower, I was still challenged to have a good form because the effort was hard, and hence I had to maintain my form being tired. So I'm still working my form and my turnover. The cooldown was not that easy, by the way. Legs were heavy and it felt much more like somewhere further along a long run, a slow long run, and that's the intent of that part.